morning, Facebook and YouTube. I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good weekend to you. A good Sunday to you. Hope you all are having a great weekend. Hope you haven't been taking care of yourself out there in this heat that is about to hit the U.S. I was reading that there's going to be a heat cap. So make sure you stay hydrated. What's up, Kelly? Go Pack Go. Again, I'm Kendrick, the sports guy. You can catch me here every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. where we're doing our Sunday Sports Wrap Up, where we wrap up some of the biggest sports stories of the week. You know the drill here on Facebook and YouTube. Let me say this first. I got to talk to my Wi-Fi connection because they always want to show out. So I got to say this first and foremost. Wi-Fi, you know what time it is. You come in here, you sit down, don't touch nothing, and damn it, don't buffer. Can we get that done today? I got to tell my Wi-Fi that today, so we good. So to all those that's watching on YouTube and Facebook, make sure you like, share this live stream. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do that if you so kindly would. Doesn't cost you a thing. That's Kendrick Sports also on YouTube, and you can follow it as well on Facebook as well as TFG Sports Media. Subscribe to it on YouTube and follow it on Facebook as well. And I am live on TikTok at the same time, ladies and gentlemen. And there's some people in the house. I see you, Andrew, Rams fan in the house. I appreciate the gift. Show me some love. Y'all hit them likes over there. Let me know where you're watching from. Again, this is a safe space. I always tell my people over there on TikTok, you come in here to the Packers man cave. Yeah, it goes down here. It's a little trash talking, but it's all from a respectable place. As long as we keep it respectful, it's all good in the neighborhood. So we're going to get down to our first segment here in just a second. What's up, CC? Good Sunday morning to you. I got CC who is watching on YouTube. Appreciate the love. Appreciate your support as always. Let's go ahead and jump into our first segment. Kraft for president. You must be a Patriots fan, Cowboys fan for life. I see you, coaches. First-year coach. We'd be lucky to win 7 or 8. Okay. At least you honest with it. At least you ain't saying that you're going to the Super Bowl, coaches. So I got to give you some respect. Zach King, go Lions. I see you Lions fans in the house. Boo Pack, go Lions. Hey. Again, it's all love. Come on in here. We're going to get you some. We're going to get you some. So let's start off with some NFL notes first and foremost. The Washington Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin, it was reported today on ESPN. He has showed up for camp. He missed the first 4 days due to he wants a new deal. He's in the last year of his contract, and he's looking for extension. Well, he showed up today after missing his first 4 days, which that cost him because, you know, if you don't show up for training camp, you start to accumulate fines. So he's already been fined $50,000 per day. So he's missed 4 days. So that's $200,000. He's going to be a little light in the pocket. Now, but we know what happens once they get the contract done or whatever, that fine will go away. He won't have to pay that. But as of right now, he's fined $200,000 for missing the first 4 days of training camp. And oh, by the way, he is already on the PUP list. The PUP list is the physically unable to perform because he has an ankle injury that he's dealing with. So he won't even be involved in any of the training camp activities as of right now. He will be working on the side with trainers to get that ankle up. So we'll see what happens with that. What's up, Fadeaway Travels? Much respect. Respect to you as well. Coach E says, I feel Chicago will give us trouble this year. Coach E, man, what have you bumped your head? They won one game last year against us? But as the former Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers said to the Bears fans after leaving the field 2 years ago, we own y'all. We own the Bears. I ain't worried about them damn Bears, man. The sun shines on the dog ass every now and then. That's my favorite saying. Appreciate the follow, Fadeaway Travels. Much love to you, coaches. Thank you for liking the live. So again, Terry McLaurin is in camp for the Commanders, but he won't be. He's on the sideline, physically unable to perform list until further notice. Now another running back, another player that's on the sideline in training camp, it is Texans running back Joe Mixon. He will be out the majority of the preseason. He has an ankle issue that he has been dealing with since last season. By the way, Mr. Mixon rushed for 1,016 yards, and 11 touchdowns, and went to the Pro Bowl in 2024. And the Texans had a pretty good year, but it ended in the playoffs. I appreciate the follow too. So again, Joe Mixon, running back for the Texans, will miss the majority of the preseason. You know, they did sign former Cleveland Browns running back Nick Chubb in the offseason. So they got Damian Pierce, that is the Texans there. So they got quite a few running backs down there. But Joe Mixon will be out indefinitely. Cedric Ray says, I said, how about them Dallas Cowboys? How about them damn Cowboys? How about not them damn Dallas Cowboys, Cedric? Appreciate the gift. And we'll talk a little bit more about them again. They got a first-year head coach, Brian Schottenheimer. And I got a good buddy of mine, former colleague of mine, Michael Coleman, who is the sports director at the ABC affiliate in Tyler, Texas, KLTV. He is covering the Dallas Cowboys. He's covered the Cowboys for the last almost probably 30 years from one way or the other. Personally speaking, I'm in Texas. If you don't know, to my people on TikTok, you can see I'm a Packers fan, obviously. You see my background. You see I got on my Green Bay shirt. But I've covered the Cowboys too. My background is television, news, sports, videography. And I covered Cowboys extensively for almost a little over 20 years myself. So I know I'm in Tyler, Texas. So I get a lot of Cowboys news. I got some Cowboys connections, so I kind of follow them closely as well. So do you still got Josh Jacobs? Yes, we do. Thoughts on Michael Parsons' contract? My thoughts on that, Cedric, is I think the Cowboys are doing like they've always done with these contracts. They wait till the last minute to try to get something done, and they shoot themselves in the foot, and they end up probably paying more than what they probably would normally have to. We've seen that done with the Dak Prescott contract. They waited till the last minute to get something done with him. So I think they're going to get something done. Obviously, Parsons is in camp. He didn't hold out. He's on his last year of his rookie contract. He's going to make about $25 million this year. Technically, the Cowboys could say the hell with the contract and let him play this out and franchise tag him next year. But I don't think they want to do that. I don't think you want to make your star player unhappy. So I think it behooves the Cowboys, Jerry Jones, to get something done, because we all know that Michael Parsons is going to be the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. We know that's going to happen. What's up, Max, man? Good morning to you. Appreciate you popping in. My thoughts on the Jaguars, I think that's going to be they're going to go just as far as Travis. I ain't going to say they go as far as Travis Henry, but Trevor Lawrence. You know, they got a new head coach now, Liam Cohen, I believe. So this is going to be Trevor Lawrence, I think, make or break year. He hasn't really had any stability there. That is Trevor Lawrence. So maybe now Liam Cohen did a good job with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Baker Mayfield. So I think he'll come in and maybe give this team some stability. That's what this team needs, because Jaguars been up and down with the coaching. You know, Urban Meyer didn't work out. Then you thought Doug Peterson was going to be the guy. That didn't work out. So respectively, get a new mic. I will, Matt. And maybe I probably need to back up off of it too much, but I'm running it through. Do you know my first cousin, the Hall of Fame cornerback, Aeneas Williams? No, I don't, Max, but that's dope. That's your first cousin. One of the best cornerbacks to ever do it. That's what's, hey, you know, I think a lot of people don't talk about him a whole lot, but Aeneas Williams he was that guy. You know, unfortunately, he played for the Arizona Cardinals for the majority of his career. But he's that guy. So I think the Jaguars is going to be all right. And it's going to be interesting to see how they use Travis Henry. Now, what I did read as far as Travis Henry, he's been working more on the offensive side than he has on the defensive side in training camp. So that's going to see how they use him. They're not going to be able to use him like Colorado used him, obviously, because the NFL is a totally different beast. You got 17 regular season games. And if you want to try to play both ways, you can't play the snaps that Travis Henry played for Colorado. So what do you think about new receiver for Pack? You talking about Matthew Golden? I think he's got to be option A at this time. because of Christian Watson is not going to be available probably for the majority of the season. We don't Jaden Reed and Romeo Dobbs. I think they're good complementary receivers, but that's Matthew Golden's going to have to be that guy. Darren says, sorry, my Vikings swept both Bears and Packers, Skull Vikings. I still think the Vikings are going to be the third best team in that division, though. JJ McCarthy, what you going to get? What you going to get? We don't know. So we'll see. But the NFC North is always going to be a tough division. It's always, like I said on yesterday on my live, the NFC North, the AFC North, and the NFC East are always very competitive. So it's going to be a competitive season for sure. So you think they trade Watson? I don't know if anybody even wants Watson, Davian, as injury prone as he is. I call him the Anthony Davis of the NFL, aka street clothes, because he seemed to always be in street clothes, And I say this, you probably, I repeat it all the time. Your availability is your best ability. So if you're not available, you really not helping us reach our goal, in my opinion. So yeah, Kevin says, as a Bears fan, I must know: is it awesome knowing you have 2 wins a year guaranteed against us? Actually, it does. It does. But I will say this: no shade at all. I think the Bears will be better this year. I think the Bears will be better. I do. I think Ben Johnson, they're going to bring their little wrinkles to the offensive side of the ball, and I think the offensive line has improved a little bit. So what's up, the Wombo Combo? What's good? Which I appreciate the gift. Appreciate that. What's your opinion on Cardinals defense this year? Are they a playoff team? I don't know what to make of the Cardinals. I don't really know what to make of Kyler Murray. He's good. When he's good, he's good. But when he's average, he's average. I think they are in that NFC West division with the Rams and with the Niners and with the Seahawks. And I think they probably the 4th place team in that division, in my opinion, right now. So I that's what I think about the Cardinals. I think that this is another team that kind of you don't know what you're going to get, but they're only as good as Kyler Murray will take them, in my opinion. I appreciate that follow, Davian. Appreciate the love. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. The storyline in Cleveland is that Shadur Sanders, he took snaps with the second team, and he looked pretty damn good from what I read. Thoughts on the Packers' new jerseys? They cool. Somebody asked me that yesterday. Ben, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, I give them a 5. They pretty cool, So and somebody was asking me about throwbacks because all the teams now they wear their throwbacks, a couple of games a year, whatever you decide. Thank you, appreciate that. Nice room, but I cannot tell a lie. If this is your first time entering to the Packers man cave, this is actually a image that I am running through my green screen. It is actually not my man cave, but it is going to be. This is what it's going to look like. I'm speaking into the universe once I accumulate the coins to get me a man cave like this. Beautiful says he likes the whiteout jerseys. I kind of like the whiteout jerseys too, Beautiful Savage, and they kind of cool. I do. So I can't wait to see, that first week 1, Packers host those damn Lions. And that's where it all begins. Now, again, training camps are going on right now. Everybody is in there. We've had a couple of injuries. I saw the Titans had one of their wide receivers. He broke his clavicle, so he's going to be out for a while. Thoughts on Bo Melton playing corner? That's my concern, Gavin, is our cornerback situation. I'm excited too, YCBG. But my concern is the back end of our defense, and it's more specifically the cornerback situation, because we're a little thin back there right now. Actually, I really like Bo Melton probably playing more free. I would rather him play free safety. Appreciate the follow, NFL edits. But at this point, we got to go with what we got, so we'll see what happens. Beautiful says, I think Romeo and Jaden going to step up this year, especially with the draft choices. I don't think they got a choice but to. Beautiful Savage. I hope so, but we're going to see. We're going to see. As long as we can keep a balance with our run game, I still want us to lean a little bit more on Josh Jacobs if possible. It's tough. Tucker Craft having a career season. He damn sure better, Gavin. He damn sure better. Yep, Packers Nation is all good till they run into Philly. There you go, Scotty. We must got an Eagle fan in the house. Appreciate that gift too, YCGB. So name an NFL player for an edit. Name an NFL player. That's it, Jordan Love. Come on, quarterback. Gotta name him. Do you think the Steelers are going to win a playoff game with Rodgers at QB1? What's up, country boy? Thanks for the question. I think they just got to get there. First and foremost, I think it's going to be tough for the Steelers to get there. But I would say this: they've been aggressive in free agency. Obviously, traded for DK Metcalf, traded for Jalen Ramsey. They got the tight end as well. They signed Darius Slay, I believe. Again, they signed Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they finally got their all-world player, TJ Watt, signed to. He's the highest non-quarterback in the NFL now. So, but they in the AFC North. It's going to be a tough one, between them Bengals and those Ravens. The Browns, we really don't know what the Browns going to do because they shaky at quarterback. We're going to see what happens. So, are you secretly a Lobos fan or do you root for Tyler? B. Haynes, you know what? You didn't went to East Texas on me, by the way. I like the Lobos, of course. I'm going to always root for the Longview Lobos unless they playing Tyler High. If they playing Tyler High, that means I cannot root for the Lobos. But if they playing anybody else, I'm rooting for the Lobos. Just to let you know, I graduated from John Tyler High School in Tyler, Texas. Now, again, I was born in Wisconsin, born in Milwaukee, Texas raised. So there we go. Man, we're not worried about the Browns. Yeah, a lot of people aren't worried about them Browns. You're right. So again, we got the Hall of Fame game coming up this Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Hall of Fame game going down. We got some football happening. I believe it is the Lions and the Chargers on Thursday night. Yep. So, yes, Wisconsin sports fan then or just Packers. I'm a Packers fan. I'm a Bucks fan too. I always root for the home state. Yeah. But they may not be my favorites, but I'm rooting for them whenever they playing. I'm rooting for the Bucks. I'm rooting for the Brewers. I'm rooting for the Badgers whenever they playing. Yep. So, yeah, I am that. I'm always going to root for my home state. I got other teams that I like too, obviously, but definitely going to root for my born state. How excited are you for Golden? I'm excited that we got a speedster that can open it up for others. So Beautiful Savage says, I don't root for my home state football team. You like the stinking Cowboys? No, I do not like the stinking Cowboys, but I don't hate the stinking Cowboys either. Let me preface that. I don't really, actually, personally speaking, for me, I hate the Bears and the Vikings and the Lions more than I hate the Cowboys because guess what? I don't like my division rivals. I really could care less about the Cowboys. I don't hate them, but they're not a division rival either. So I just look at them as another team. That's it. That's just me. But again, some people hate the Cowboys more than they hate their division rivals, and I don't understand that, but to each his own. I get it. Sometimes the Cowboys, they can get on your nerves as much national media coverage that they get, but let's be honest. I can be honest. The Cowboys move needles when it comes to ratings and numbers. They move them because people want to know. You love to hate them. You love to see them. You either love them or you hate them. You love to see them do bad, and those that love them love to see them do good. So there you go. What's up, Skull Vikings? I see you, John. You always up in here. The Vikings fans, the Bears fans are always up in this Packers chat. As I said earlier, this is a safe space for trash talking when you come to the Packers man cave. You can't be disrespecting the Packers, though, because then we're going to have issues, and we just got to be respectful to one another, but there ain't nothing like a good old trash talking because it's going to be going down here in the Packers man cave. When the regular season kick off, I'm dang sure going to be doing more lives, and you can come in here, and we're going to get it on. So remember that. Make sure you follow me Make sure you share this and all that good stuff. So I appreciate the follow. What's up, Brody Robinson? Appreciate you popping in. So again, that's in some of the NFL news and notes that I wanted to pass along to you from earlier. If any other new NFL news and notes jump off, I definitely will produce some content, produce a segment, and I will definitely be uploading it to you. As a Bears fan, I follow you. I appreciate the love, Chase. It's all love over here. I appreciate the follow already. Now we got to talk about. Let's shift gears before I get out of here. We go, Pack, go. I see you, Blade. Much love. I appreciate the follow. Struggle, keep struggling. Appreciate the follow. Man, y'all showing me so much love over here, man. Y'all make it easy for me to come on here and talk a little bit to you, some sports. We got to talk about the loss of what's good, Papa Roos, my good brother. Appreciate the following. I appreciate the support. I'll be checking you out. I watch you. You be watching my stuff. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. Coach Brad, appreciate that. What's our record this season? Sharky, Packers are going 12-5. I've said that and I'm sticking to it. Matter of fact, if y'all want to, you can screenshot this, you can record it. If I'm wrong, and you can come back and say, hey, man, you said y'all going 12-5. Y'all went 5-12. We know that ain't going to happen. So, yeah, y'all call me out. Y'all call me out on my BS. But I'm saying 12-5, and I'm sticking to it. Shifting gears just a little. Jalen said, bold. I like it. Hey, you got to be. And then, I'm going to stand on it. If we suck, we suck. I'm going to be honest with you. Again, I love my Packers, but if we suck, and I'm going to keep it funky. I'm going to tell it like it T.I. is, as they said back in the day. What's up, KC fan? I see you. Tasty said, as a Washington fan for life, I hope y'all fellas stay healthy. I appreciate that, Tay. And as a Washington fan, y'all quarterback is my third favorite quarterback. I like Jaden Daniels. I think that young fella is nice. Real talk. And I like him. We'll see what he's gonna do with this sophomore year, but he's gonna take that L when we play them Packers, though. So what happened when they go 1-5? You think 11 win streak? Yes, I do. I'm gonna stand on that. I'm standing on it, man. I'm telling you, I'm standing on it 10 toes down. But real talk, before I get out of here, I want to thank everybody for showing me the love. Again, you can catch me here every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Saturday mornings, 11 a.m. When the football season kick off, I'm going to be live a little bit more during the week. Make sure you click that notification bell to be alerted and all that good stuff. But we got to talk about the loss of a wrestling legend. Regardless of how you feel about him, because I've been reading the comments. A lot of people they could care less, and I get it. But we got to talk about the loss of a wrestling legend by the name of Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea, at the age of 71 due to cardiac arrest on Thursday. My thoughts, I wasn't a big wrestling fan. I did used to watch wrestling back in the 80s because I was in Texas. So I watched a lot of the Von Erichs, the Junkyard Dogs, Mid-South Wrestling and all that. I'm really telling my age. But you gotta, what he did for the WWF, which eventually became the WWE in the late 80s. He put it on his back, man, and the Hulkamania fever was all over the place. Regardless of how you feel about him, he was that dude. I think the match between he and Andre the Giant that was on closed circuit TV, I believe, it had over 50 million viewers. He was the first ever to headline WrestleMania in 1985. And then he would switch over to the NWO. He would flip the script and become a villain, Hollywood Hulk Hogan in 1995, 96. And his popularity just skyrocketed, So again, regardless of how you feel about him, no controversy, him secretly recording, saying some racial epithets that I will not repeat here. That definitely hurt his following. A lot of people didn't forgive him for that. Matter of fact, he was inducted into the WWE in 2005. They took him out. They re-inducted him in 2020 as part of the NWO. But, regardless, again, how you feel, I get it. Again, the comments I've been reading has kind of been, it is what it is. I have no feelings one way or the other. All I'm just saying that Terry Bollea was one of the wrestling legends at the end of the day. So I just had to speak on that. Just, I know, again, a lot of people had their feelings about that, but I had to, say, hey, RIP to Terry Bollea. In the wrestling world is going to continue probably to salute him as well. So we about to get down here to the end. I do want to say this. I want to go back to the NFL real quick. I ran across this pulse poll. I want to get you guys' thoughts. I ran across this pulse poll on The Athletic, and it was on the most overrated NFL teams coming into this season. I want to ask you guys, who would you say is the most overrated NFL team coming into this upcoming season? Put your thoughts in there. And this was a poll taken again by The Athletic. It was 4,653 votes. This was taken last week of fans. See, look at Leo, Tay, Cowgirls, Leo, Packers, JC, Bills, MJD, Packers by far. Tay says Dallas. Beautiful Savage says Kansas City. Coach T says Philly, no question. Boy, some of y'all got it right, believe it or not. Well, here is the votes. It was 4,653 votes. David says the Bears. JC says the Bills. According to this Athletic poll, the Packers at 34% is the most overrated team coming into this year. The Houston Texans at 17%. The Washington Commanders at 14%. The Minnesota Vikings at 10%. And the Kansas City Chiefs at 8%. Again, Tay says Cap. Steelers says Cowboy. Again, this poll was conducted by The Athletic last week. And you know what I want to tell The Athletic? Y'all can kiss my ass. Yeah, I said it. Athletic. Y'all can kiss my ass. Because we all know them Packers ain't overrated. We are underrated. You feel me? So, yeah, that y'all can take that. Hey, matter of fact, The Athletic, y'all can take that trash poll and throw it in the freaking trash can. The Athletic. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, and I hope somebody see this from The Athletic. That's my thoughts on that trash poll. The Athletic. Get out of here. Packers, the most overrated team. You got to be freaking kidding me. I see you, Bear Down. The Packers are not overrated. If anything, thank you, David. I appreciate the love. I appreciate that, Clint. I wish I could say it was real. It is not. But I'm running it through a green screen. But it is real. So, again, to me, it's real. Did you see the throwback helmet? I hadn't seen that, but I'm going to check it out. Washington not either. I agree, Tay. I appreciate the love. So, again, y'all are watching your sports guy, Kendrick. Man, y'all can catch me here every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on Saturdays. We're talking NFL, we're talking NBA, mostly NFL. We talk a little bit NBA and all that, but we talk just a little bit everything. I appreciate that, Tay. Come back. Yeah, I do have other platforms, Malik. You can catch me on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Kendrick Sports Hustle. That's SportZHustle. You can subscribe to that. Doesn't cost you anything. You can follow me, my Kendrick Sports Hustle on Facebook as well as TFG Sports Media on YouTube. You can subscribe to that and you can follow that as well on Facebook. And then you can follow me on Instagram at KDrick1969. I appreciate the love, all the love of. How do you feel about Bo Melton switching positions from receiver? That's what we were just talking about. I really don't like it, but we're gonna see, because that's gonna be a tough position change for a receiver to go to cornerback. The technique is totally different. I mean, that's tough. But if we'll see what happens. Obviously, they think he has some potential to be a good cornerback for them to do that. But the position switch, the technique is totally different. So he's probably going to struggle a little bit. But if they obviously the coaches saw something that they thought that maybe he would make a good corner. So we'll see what happens, because we need some help on that back end. So an athlete is an athlete, though. I think he'll be good. We'll see. I hope so. You know what? Hell, it's a lot easier, I think, playing cornerback and playing receiver rather than playing receiver and going to cornerback, in my opinion. But that's just my thing. So, hey, is it a reach to think Golden gets over 1,000? I do not. I don't think that's a reach at all. I appreciate the follow, everybody. I don't think it's a reach at all. I think it's gonna happen. Caleb owns the Packers. The sun shines on the dog ass every now and then, Mike, but that's just one win. We're gonna see what Caleb do this year. Again, the Packers own the Bears. We don't, y'all don't, y'all put no fear in our heart, Chicago Bears. I know y'all got a new coach and all that, but y'all put no fear in the Green Bay Packers' heart. We're gonna take your heart out. How about that? It's gonna be a good old dog fight in that NFC North, as always. So again, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to thank everybody for popping in. Again, make sure you follow me. Go check out some of my other segments that I've already posted. I produce segments that I post during the week as well. But make sure you come back, check me out here live. Again, once the NFL regular season starts, I'm going to be going live just a little bit more. So again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you have a great work week. Again, Hall of Fame game this upcoming Thursday. I think it's 7 p.m. So we got some football, guys. We got some football, and I smell it. I smell that grass. I smell it because it's getting ready to be on and popping. So again, you guys have a great one. You have a great rest of your week. Again, I hope you all have a great week, and we will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace. All right, YouTube, Facebook, that's a wrap. We done. I was over here having a good time over here on TikTok. If you haven't followed me on TikTok, make sure you do. Kendrick Henderson 51 is live. It's live in the Packers Man Cave. We have a good time talking all things sports. So again, if you haven't already, make sure you like, share this to all your social media platforms. Subscribe to the YouTube channels. Doesn't cost you a thing. That's Kendrick Sports also, as well as TFG Sports Media. Again, you can catch me here every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Once the NFL regular season kickoff. I probably will be going live a little bit earlier, maybe an hour earlier. So because we got kickoffs that happen at noon. So we'll probably be going live at 10, but that's a couple of weeks down the line. So again, want to thank everybody for popping in. CC, appreciate the love, appreciate the like. As always, appreciate your support. Hope if you watch this later, let me know what you think. Again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Deuces.